50 Cent's Diddy documentary that's coming to Netflix is officially in the works, and it's been reported exclusively by Variety. Let's go over the article. Netflix is producing a docuseries from Curtis 50 Cent Jackson about charges of sex trafficking and racketeering, as well as sexual assault and violent abuse allegations against Sean Diddy Combs. Alexandria Stapleton directs the project, which is currently in production. That's what they had to say. This is a story with significant human impact. It is a complex narrative spanning decades, not just the headlines or clips seen so far, 50 Cent and Stapleton said in an exclusive statement to Variety. We remain steadfast in our commitment to give a voice to the voiceless and to present authentic and nuanced perspectives. While the allegations are disturbing, we urge all to remember that Sean Combs' story is not the full story of hip-hop and its culture. We aim to ensure that individual actions do not overshadow the culture's broader contributions. 50 Cent executive produces through his G-Unit Film and Television banner, while Stapleton executive produces for House of Non-Confliction. 50 announced this a while ago and said that the proceeds from the documentary will be used to support sexual assault victims. So, yeah, it's officially in the works, and it's a docu-series, meaning when they say docu-series, they mean, it's episodes of a documentary and not just, one whole documentary one. I'm very excited for this. I think it's going to be like the Surviving R. Kelly thing. It's going to reveal a lot of things. And, when this was announced, some people were like, oh, 50's only doing this just to be petty. And 50, he wants to shit on Diddy and that. That's one of the reasons, of course. But, the fact that the proceeds are going to sexual assault victims, he's actually doing genuine good to people that have suffered from this stuff. And a lot of people can learn from these things, man. It's not, just because 50's tied to it and he has issues with Diddy, that's not the sole reason he's doing this. He's doing it because, one, like he said in the quote, he wants to make sure that people don't paint this picture that this is hip hop culture. They need to realize that this is an individual that's doing this stuff. And that's the problem, right? When I was seeing reports of this Diddy stuff happening, somehow there are people still tying it to hip hop and saying that this is hip hop culture. Yeah, hip hop, this is what happens. Like, no, it's got nothing to do with hip hop. This is an individual that did this stuff. This just because he is in hip hop culture doesn't mean that he represents all of hip hop. And that's the one thing that I get frustrated with, because I'm like, no, this is not the fucking thing of hip hop, and that's just the only thing that's happening. But yeah, we'll keep our eyes posted. I'm sure 50 will do it justice, and we'll make sure that we'll get something of quality. They didn't announce a release date or when to expect it, but I'm assuming maybe in 2025 we'll get it. Obviously, they're probably going to have to wait and see with all this indictment stuff going on, because they got to gather up victims and stuff, and they got to gather up solid evidence, because if they don't do this properly, Diddy can sue, because it could be defamation. I think. I don't know. That's blur the lines on that. It's very tricky, but we'll see. We'll keep our eyes posted moving forward.